Hey everyone, Jay Clark over here from Fargo 3D Printing. We're at CES 2018, and we are with Zac here in the Formlabs booth talking about the Form cell. So tell me a little bit, Zac, about your involvement with the project, what you have done with this.
So my role has been kind of a recent one. I've been brought on to help with the future iterations of this, so building the upcoming ones for customers that are going to be going to various facilities all over the US and potentially the world. The basis behind it was people wanted to use our Form 2 printers, but they wanted to use higher scale. They had more printers running all at the same time, less downtime, 24/7, lights out printing. So with this system, you just upload as many prints as you want. As long as it has clean build platforms and enough resin, it'll keep printing.
Okay, so can you walk us through the process that it's going through right now? Because we have, 5 machines that are going. Are they staggered prints right now, or are they all kind of running at the same time?
So all of these prints were started at the same time. And what's going to happen is in the next 43 minutes or so, they're all going to finish. At that point, the gantry arm is going to come by and it's going to start grabbing the build platforms and putting them into the wash cycle. After the wash cycle is complete, it'll pull it out, it'll go grab another build platform, put it in there. When one's in the wash cycle, it'll also automatically put a clean build platform back in the printer and it will start the next print automatically. When it's done, it actually brings it over to this side where we have the carriage on the back side of the unit. That's where the clean build platforms, after it's done printing, will end up. So all you have to do is just walk over and grab a platform, your print is ready to go.
Very cool. So, and it looks like there's no curing aspect within this device right now. Is there a plan to maybe incorporate it? Is there a reason why it was kind of left out as far as damage to the build plates, or what was the reasoning behind leaving that out?
So the way our cure system works is you actually have to remove the parts from the build plate before you insert them into the cure, and also where there's so many variables. Some people follow our guidelines of what we recommend as far as times and temperatures, but some people have found that they actually have preferred times and temperatures that they would rather use. Because it's such a specialized system, we think that's better left to the user to take care of. And also it's very difficult to be able to clean them off the build platform, still hold all the individual parts, and put them in the cure all at the same time.
Definitely. So what is the price point for something like this?
So the price point for this is going to be on a case-by-case basis. Each one of them is going to be built individually to the customer's needs. This unit was only built with 5 printers and 1 wash. We're building one right now that has 8 printers and 2 washes. We can scale it up from there. We can scale it down from there depending upon what the customer needs. They're welcome to get in touch with our sales team and we'll be able to work out something.
Awesome. And so how does the resin levels maintain in this? Is it strictly putting new cartridges in? Is there an autofill from a central resin repository? How does that portion work?
So these are just our off-the-shelf Form 2 printers. It's the exact same system that you would have on your desktop. As soon as the cartridge empties, you just put a new cartridge in and you keep going. The printer will maintain the level inside the tank, but unfortunately once the cartridge is out, you'll have to replace it yourself, which is a very simple process. It's close the lid, pull one out, put the new one in, and it'll keep going.
Yeah, we really like our Form 2 for that reason.
Fantastic. Yeah, no pouring the bottle into the tank every time or worrying it's going to run out.
Yeah. So with the right now we see no UV shields on the printers. Is there worry about UV? Because Faldy, he's got eye issues. So how does that kind of work within this device to have those lids off?
So these doors are UV blocking.
Okay.
So we have to remove the covers in order to allow the gantry arm access to the printers. So we actually use a UV protectant plastic to protect everybody on the outside of it. So we did think of that. We wanted to make sure we didn't just have errant UV light going everywhere.
Definitely. And serviceability for these. So if one goes down or you need to access the tank, can you do that from the back side, the front side? What's that look like?
That'll be dependent upon how we build it. This unit actually has a front and back doors. The printers are set on different feet that have level adjustment on it. All you have to do is pull out the printer, put in a new printer, plug it in. System will recognize it and immediately start working.
Cool. And then new materials. Can you touch a little bit on that? Will these work with your rigid? And I forget the other one that was announced this week as well.
Gray Pro.
Gray Pro. So does this setup, is that geared for that as well?
Mm-hmm. So these are our off-the-shelf printers. Anything that the customer has on their desk, this will be able to print the same thing. Yeah, the printers don't even have to all have the same resin in it. If you wanted to load it up with different resins, the system will recognize which printers are loaded with which resins. It'll automatically send the prints to where they need to go. So this will work with the rigid, this will work with the Gray Pro, this will work with the color. You won't have any issues with the new resins coming out with these.
And so I'm assuming these are all networked. Is this coming from like a centralized computer, or is it, is there a computer within this process that it is pulling that data from that is getting pushed to? Or I know that for this case we have a screen that is on it, and I know that's more for the demo side of it. Is there, with that customability side, to put like a monitoring screen on this to kind of see what's going on?
Yes, there will be a user interface that you'll be able to use to be able to monitor exactly what's going on with the whole system. It is all controlled by one central computer. All you have to do is just upload the prints like you would normally on a regular printer, but it will auto allocate them to where they need to go.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to add to this the cell that you are super proud about? Something that's really neat and cool that isn't like out there for it?
I think we pretty much covered everything. I just love the fact we use these all the time because it removes the aspect of having to deal with sticky resiny parts. You put in a clean build platform, you get out a clean build platform with parts on it. It absolutely removes all the dirty mess that you would have to deal with on a regular basis. No washing stations, nothing like that. So it's a very simple, easy to use, great scalable manufacturing process that we've developed using our printers that have been around the block for a long time. We've done hundreds of thousands of prints on them, incredibly reliable. We've been using these printers in this device for I don't even know how long, since before I started on the projects, and they've been going strong ever since.
Awesome. Well, Zac, I appreciate your time today. It was exciting to learn about the cell, and it's really interesting to hear that it is a lot more customization than initially was perceived by especially like myself. So it's really cool to see that that can actually grow a little bit. I appreciate your time. Have a good CES, and I hope you travel safe.
Thanks so much for dropping by.
Thanks.